everyone, iRacing channel, and this is your guide to the Porsche 911 at Bathurst Mount Panorama. So we get straight into it, down the pitch straight. The first braking point for this difficult track is 100-yard marker. Down to second gear, just to get that rotation in, brake hard. Second, get the power on early, don't cut there, you unstabilise the car. Don't get on the grass, you'll spin out. And long straightaway up to start climbing the mountain. Accelerator, good slipstream up here. You want the inside for this next right hand corner. The braking marker is just going to be just before the 100-yard marker. A bit closer if your tyres are warm, but my tyres are cold in this one. Down into third. Hug this apex and get on the power nice and early. Watch the oversteer. Up the hill even more. Nice and tight to this left hand side, nice and narrow. Dab the brakes if you have to. You can do it if you just come off the accelerator and the tyres are warmer. The track's weighed in. Straighten up, down into second, nice and tight up the hill. Get the power on. Short shift to third if you have to. Keep nice and tight around here. Over to the left. Come off the accelerator just as you pass this white piece of barrier. And then get back on. Neutral throttle over the hill. Careful, you will oversteer and the tyres are cold again. Just come, watch my telemetry here. So as I start to turn in, I'm just going to come off the accelerator and start to get back on as I reach the curb. Power on, watch that wall there, that will destroy your race. Come off the accelerator at the start of this curb. And then get on as you start to reach the apex. Don't touch this curb here. It will knock you off the track and you're going to block everyone and ruin everyone's race. And then get back over the left hand side. You're going to come off the accelerator and just start to put the brakes on. Just as this goes dark here, over to the right hand side, ready for the kink. Cut this little bit of the corner here, brake over the top of it, just be careful you don't lock the tyres because you're going downhill. Keep in third gear, now brake straight, down to second, don't turn too much because the track will push you over to the left anyway. Get the power on down the hill, come off the accelerator as you start to turn round to the right here, ready for another braking downhill. Brake hard, down in second. Neutral throttle, get around the corner and get the power on as soon as possible. And if you've made it through there, well done. It's now easy. Down the hill, what goes up must come down. Back towards the start finish. If you want to get over to the left hand side, just keep the throttle pinned all the way down. As it opens up, the grass disappears, as you see here. Get over onto this left hand side of the track, opens it up, keep flat. Brake at the 150-yard marker. Remember, you're going downhill a little bit, especially if you've had a slipstream, you might have to brake a little bit earlier. Down into third, don't cut the corner. Get the power on as soon as possible. Use all the track, get back over to the right hand side. The pit entry is just on the left here. You're going to be braking just at these cones, or you can use the 100 if you're feeling confident. Down into second to get the rotation, don't cut again. Watch the oversteer when you get the power back on. Don't go on the grass, and straight through the finishing line. Difficult track this week. If you can master this, I think you can master most tracks. Very, very fun though. It will cause carnage in this car though. Just be careful, might be worth starting from the pits. So as always, a chase cam. Brake at the 100. Down into second. Get it on, power on early, watch the oversteer, especially on cold tyres. Start to climb the mountain now. You can really pin your throttle down here. Some good slipstream and overtaking opportunities. There's going to be no overtaking opportunities through the mountain, over the top of the mountain. So these are the best points. And just be aware that if you are going to try and overtake, do it here. Down in third round this corner. Watch the oversteer. I nearly lose the back end there. Over to the right hand side. If you don't have to brake, don't brake. Nice and tight. Brake straight up the hill. Use gravity to help you. Down into second. Get the power on. Up the hill. Short shift third if you have to. Nice and tight around here. Over to the left hand side. White barrier there, off the accelerator, neutral throttle, up over the hill, neutral over the crest so you don't lose the back end. Off the accelerator when you're trying to turn, back on here, nice gentle application, watch that white wall there. Off the accelerator, back on again, don't touch them brakes, don't go over the right curb there, over to the left hand side, start to brake now, stay to the right, now back on the brakes again, stay in third, nice and tight around the corner, down the hill into second, don't turn too much, the track will do it for you. Get on the power all the way down the hill. As you start to turn right here, come off the power and then brake down the hill into second, nice and tight around this corner, get on the power early, watch the barriers on the right, you through the hard bit, pin the throttle, get your overtakes done if you have to, and then make sure you get that nice line around the next corner, so over to the left as you come over the crest, and as the grass disappears, bit of tarmac will appear, as you can see, use all that, opens up the track, brake at 150, hard, down into third gear, don't cut, try and get over to the left hand side, just pin the throttle, you get round just fine. There's your pit entry, brake at the 100, down into second, don't cut, watch the oversteer, and then power through to the finish. As always, I hope you like the guide. I've got the telemetry working this week on this one, so hope you enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Have a good week, race safe, and enjoy the mountain.